All right, my dears. We are in Castlecombe, England right now, and I'm just having like a huge pinch me moment. And I wanted to come on here and share because we have our Make It Rain Facebook community, REIGN, Make It Rain, because I am organizing the second annual Reclamation Global Empire Castle Convergence Gathering on Beltane in England next year for people who are stepping into high-ticket automated affiliate marketing, learning how to create generational wealth, getting paid to be them. And we have a group chat for everybody who is in our community learning about what it is that we do online. And someone made a comment today. She's like, I don't really understand what it is. I assume that it's an MLM, and from what I have seen, it doesn't work. And I want to educate you guys a little bit, because what I do is not, look at this fucking scenery. This is crazy. It is not an MLM. I am not a coach. I am not an influencer. I started this business with less than 300 followers on my Instagram. I did not come from money, and I literally had no digital marketing experience. I wanted to learn how to make money online, but I wanted to find it from real people with real results and people who really gave a shit about the world. Oh, ooh la la. Charming, isn't it? So, what I want to tell you is, okay, so essentially what I do is I partner with two different companies. We have a free webinar that really explains it all. It lays it out. And yes, it's better for you to watch the webinar than for me to try to explain it here, because ultimately, we talk about the two different companies that we partner with. And you got to really do your own due diligence to explore and see the bigger picture here. I get it. I resisted a bit to actually watch it myself because I was so busy, lost in the sauce, being a handmade artist, working 80 plus hours a week, telling myself I couldn't afford rent in California. These blackberries. I was like, how can I even fathom adding another thing? But I knew I wanted to get out, so I had to fucking make the time, right? So as I was assembly lining, making earring after earring after earring, I remember just counting it and being like, okay, $30 an hour. That's okay, right? But when I was listening to this webinar, I wasn't watching it, I was listening to it. It was about an hour long, and there was the words high ticket, automation, and leverage. And I was like, there is definitely a way to work smarter, not harder. And there's something out there that I need to actually educate myself on and learn how to do this. So I ended up seeing the products that they partner with. I ended up exploring the digital marketing platform, seeing how the automation worked. I went and I had my call, and I just had my own experience, really. It's one of those things that you can't, it's really challenging to describe what I do without people just going through the process. It's a risk-free process. The funny thing is, a lot of people have resistance to doing it because they want to try and understand and think so linearly about how this works and how to make money online. But if you want to learn how to actually do something that is out of the box, you got to be thinking out of the box, you know what I'm saying? So I allowed myself to do that. Oh, so cute. I allowed myself to do that because I knew that I wanted to live abroad. I knew that, oh look, I lost one of my earrings. God damn it. Good thing I brought a spare. But anyway, that sucks. I just got this. Probably it's at the house. And I knew I wanted to do this. I just needed to be open and have an open mind and an open heart and actually learn from the people who are actually living the life that I wanted to live. Wow, the sun came out. It was just raining a second ago. It's so wild. So, long story short, my first year was a big learning curve. And honestly, guys, the hardest thing about making money online is getting your fucking belief online. It's not about, the money is the energy that comes from you actually getting your belief and claiming your vision that what you want in your life is actually yours. We don't have these dreams and desires if they don't belong to us. Simply put, we truly don't. And all of the resistances, all the fear, the worry, the anxiety, the skepticism, that is just simply limitations, and that's all it is. If you are willing to see a life without limits, you got to be willing to actually think limitless, even if for a moment. Oh la la, it's so loud over there. Even if for a moment, to actually give yourself the gift of doing your due diligence and seeing what's possible. And I did that, and I never looked back. It's been almost 6 years, 10 months. I bought a one-way ticket to Costa Rica. It was my dream to live abroad. I thought it was going to be the tropical lifestyle, but a year and a half of living there, I decided that I wanted to be more in like a city type of energy, and I'm still figuring out where that's going to be. But long story short, what I want to tell you is me starting was not the hardest part. The hardest part was really actually claiming this vision for myself and believing it was possible. I had made a $25,000 month before I had even a $5,000 month in this space. And that was more than I had ever made in profit in an entire year when I was hustling my ass off as a handmade artist previously. Vending at festivals, performing, doing gig work, and you know, there were a lot of things that came up around that. I was in a relationship at the time that I was like, wow, if I continue to be successful, will he actually be there with me? So I had to like clear out the way of other things in my life, relationships, environments, beliefs, things I was telling myself, my circle of influence, to really claim this for myself. So what I want to tell you is that, yes, high ticket affiliate marketing fucking works if you work. I'm a real person. I got acne, so you can tell I'm not AI. I'm a real person. I am living this beautiful life where I'm traveling abroad and I'm looking for my next home, possibly in Edinburgh in Scotland. I gotta explore it first to see. I've been living in Paris for the past 2 years. I'm an emancipated foster kid. I don't have parents that I could just fall back on back at home. It is just me. And I was simply not willing to actually try and fucking float above water, trading my time for money in a job, building somebody else's dream. And that's why I became an entrepreneur in the first place. But even being an entrepreneur, being self-employed, where it was just me wearing all the hats, if I got sick, if I wanted to take a break, my income stopped. I knew that I wasn't going to actually be able to create the lifestyle that I really wanted if I continued to be in a linear type of income model. That's why I chose affiliate marketing. There's a big stigma around affiliate marketing and network marketing because there are traditional and old ways that people do low ticket. They have no automation. They got, quite frankly, a lot of shit products and things that you got to like be on auto subscriptions, things like this. People often actually end up spending more money on the products than they end up even earning from it. I bought my Kangen machine one time 6 years ago, and the profit has been 900,000% return on investment. 1 year ago. Most businesses fail within 3 to 5 years when they're trying to do everything, building it from the ground up. Within 3 to 5 years, they fall apart because they realize whatever they're trying to sell or market, it's not actually landing for people. Or maybe they decide they want to change their mind, or maybe the economy, you know, lockdowns happened. A lot of people were realizing that they were building businesses that, yeah, when the economy gets hard, it's the first thing that their offer becomes obsolete if they're not actually solving a core problem that is actually recession proof. And so ultimately, hold on, I lost my train of thought here. What was the thing? All I want to tell you is that it's a fucking life-changing thing, and I'm just going to shout it from the rooftops. That's all I've done for the past 6 years. Shouted it from the rooftops, how incredible this business opportunity is, because yes, it works. I'm a real person. We have a free webinar where you can learn exactly how this works. So cute. They're adorable. Oh, it smells like lots of perfume. But yeah, you can learn exactly how this works for free, you guys. Like, I don't think that anybody needs to put any money to something unless they feel like it is a full fuck yes for them. And it is a completely risk-free process to actually see how this works. I would not let any of your hesitations, your skepticism, your fears, or whatever, what have you, continue to stop you from seeing what this is, because more and more people are turning to this particular industry, this particular company, people who are coaches, who are visionaries, who are leaders, who are retreat facilitators, who are breathwork practitioners, who are performing artists, freedom seekers, travelers, bloggers, influencers, because they recognize actually a lot of the work that they've been doing, it's fucking challenging, and it's actually not efficient, and it's not sustainable for once people want to have kids, or once people feel like, hey, you know, I actually just want to enjoy life, because time is the most fucking valuable thing we have on this planet. Oh my god, the reading room. I have a book that's called Sell Like Crazy in my backpack that I may read in there. But anyway, I'm so obsessed with what I do, as you can tell, because truly, if I can do this, somebody that comes from the foster system, I bounced around to 14 different homes from when I was 12 to 17. Like, I never felt like I had a home, ever. I never felt like I had a home, and that's what started me being on this nomadic journey. And then once I layered on being self-employed, it was like, honestly, a whole nother level of loneliness. And I cannot tell you how freeing it feels to not only be in a business model that's changed my life, but in a community of people who are such expanders. I am like allergic to being around surface level conversations with people that just want to complain about life, you know, their boss or the problems in the world or these kinds of things. I love being around solution-oriented people, people who are here for impact, for service. How can we make the world a better place? How can we help crack people's paradigms? And that's literally what I do and what I get paid to do. So if you're ready to explore this, there is literally everything to gain and nothing to lose to actually watch this masterclass, okay? It's free. Drop Life Without Limits in the comments, and I will make sure that you get plugged in. We'll have a little bit of a conversation first, because we need to see if this is actually something that you're actually prepared to do. This is for people who are actually hungry for change, for people who are really willing to actually be coachable and be shown the ropes from people who've done it before, and people who are just willing to see things differently, willing to have an open mind, willing to actually get out of their comfort zone. If you got those three things, you're gonna fucking change your life here. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter your experience or credibility or degrees or lack thereof. I'll see you on the inside. Life Without Limits. See you soon.